Hello friends, it's Rachel and Camden, and I know you haven't seen us in a while. Grad school and life has just kept us really busy. Also, the computer that I normally edit my videos on is not working. So I'm making this one on my phone in an effort to share this trip from Hell's Canyon in Oregon from this past spring, because this trip was epic and it deserves to be shared. While this video is mostly views, I will do my best to talk a little bit about this trip and Hell's Canyon and some of the route finding that's required when you're backpacking in that area. But also we did this trip with a group of really great friends, and so there's some silly, goofy audio in here that I'll try to leave in when applicable. The trail up from the Imnaha River immediately started climbing and gave us no breaks. It was pretty much switchbacks up, and up the entire time. Our first resting point of the day was Freeze Out Saddle, and to get there we had to gain roughly 2,000 feet in elevation, and you can really see the perspective of how steep it was here, but the views were stunning, looking out into the canyon and seeing the Wallowa Mountains in the distance. Despite the steep grade, the trail was relatively well-defined and was pretty easy to follow, but that doesn't mean we weren't without struggle. For getting that on video. Eventually we made it to the saddle, one of our high points for the day and also a gateway to other trails within the canyon. From this point, we weren't continuing down to the Snake River, but we were actually going to continue gaining elevation up on the Western Rim Trail. The first part of this trail took us through a previously burned area that had quite a bit of greenery with the underbrush, but as you can see, most of the trees are pretty charred and not coming back. Within the burn area, the trail was pretty overgrown and there were a couple sketchy sections, so I didn't film much, but we eventually made it up onto the ridgeline, and at this point we knew we were going to make it. The trail was relatively flat the rest of the way, it was easy going. And this is where I will add that Hell's Canyon is hard. It is best to have confidence in your backpacking abilities out here and to either be experienced or to make sure you're going with people who are experienced and can help you along the trail. The less experienced, including myself, because I'll be honest, this is one of the hardest backpacking trips I have done. As the sun was setting, we got to camp, set up our tents, ate dinner in practically a zombie-like state, and went to bed. I was feeling better in the morning after patching up a few blisters and distracted myself from my sore feet with camp chores, one of which was trekking down to what used to be Mark's cabin to get some water. There were a few water sources nearby, but we really wanted to see the state of the cabin, and as you can see, it hasn't been surviving much lately, but there was a spring near the cabin that we were able to get water from. The rest of the day was dedicated to a day hike and trying some new trail food in the form of walking tamales. I'd eat that. No, that's good.
You are eating that.
I am, but like I'd eat more of them, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mild?
Oh yeah. No, there's no spice to it. But there's, okay, beans. I see the beans in there. I taste the salsa verde. It's almost a little like pickly.
Oh.
Which is intriguing, but I wonder if that's part of like the preservation process. I'd buy these again. Yeah. No, this is actually really good. I did indeed eat them again, and I pack them pretty frequently now, but one of our friends who was our Hell's Canyon expert on this trip in the back in the yellow shirt found out he did not like them after packing 10 of them into the canyon. So sorry about that, but thank you for the extra walking tamales. We slowly made our way towards another high point in the canyon where we knew we would get a good view, and we were practically route finding through mud and snow and just trying to find the essence of a trail using GPS and maps to get ourselves there when there wasn't actually a visible trail or when the trail was too snow-covered or muddy to get to. This Type 2 fun included some choice words, so if you don't want profanity, skip ahead. Some wonderful cinematography I have going on here. Oh yeah, that was my whole fucking foot. That was great. And suddenly the video is not rated for children. Sorry, kids. This canyon is one of the wildest places I have ever been for the fact that it's pretty far from any large civilization, and you are just surrounded by the rough terrain of the canyon, and the Seven Devils and the Wallowas, depending on where you are in the canyon, was just absolutely gorgeous. At this point in the video, I'm actually just gonna stop talking for a little bit and let you enjoy the views. We didn't end up summiting, but we came away with gorgeous views regardless. Did have a few ticks, so that's why Camden has his shirt tucked in here, but we were just snapping away with the photos and videos, and we were just in awe and really grateful to be experiencing this with good friends. Back at camp, we stretched, ate dinner at a reasonable hour, and waited for the sun to set and either give us some alpenglow or a good sunset, and I would say that it delivered. The next day, we hiked back out the way we came, back down to the saddle through all of this gorgeous balsam root, and just continued to be humbled by how massive this canyon is. I will admit my knees were protesting on this day with all of this downhill, but the idea of a post-backpacking trip meal was definitely pushing me on. Hell's Canyon is North America's deepest river gorge. It was carved by the Snake River, and I'm glad that it is respected for both its ruggedness and its beauty. I was proud of myself for pushing my limits on this hike, proud of my friends for doing it with me, and just thankful for the experience. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. Think about subscribing if you haven't done so already. We're really happy to be back in the longer format video space, and we'll see you wherever we wander next.
Oh yeah. You can do it, Amanda. Oh, she found him. Good job, Amanda.